Well, hello guys. This morning I have something for you. Well, let's say morning, it's morning for me. So, good morning guys. Today I bring you something I'm quite happy about. I already did the whole thing. This is just the intro. So today I'm tackling the draw in your mutual style tag and I'm very excited. And I just came here to pop in and just to say that I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a mishmash of stuff because I filmed a lot in the beginning, then I didn't film a lot of other clips other than speed paint. So hopefully you like it and let's get started. Well, welcome. I'm starting with Uma Joana. She is a lovely Portuguese artist and I actually met her in person one time and she's just lovely. So for this challenge, I actually chose myself the artists because I really wanted to just combine a really wide range of type of artists. I wanted all of them to have very different languages and just have lots of fun with that. So what I always did was sketching it on paper, looking at certain references. For example, for these two, I just used those references for the face, especially for the flowers. And then I just went over it with my iPad. I tried to just keep it cohesive with the style that the person mostly uses. In this case, Joana does sometimes uses watercolor, but I was a bit nervous to replicate the way that she uses it. So I just went with Procreate because I know she uses it digital sometimes and I honestly had lots of fun with this one. She was the first one that I did. I was super nervous about this challenge. I honestly did not even want to do it, but my friend Alice, she was talking and she was telling me she was going to do it. So I was like, well, I guess if you're going to do it, I will do it because I was so nervous I would not be able to do it. I always thought that, I would not ever be able to draw in the styles of these amazing people because I am very fortunate to have amazing friends and just be mutuals with some amazing people that I completely adore. So on the screen, I'm just popping in there some references. After that one was done, I went to Efifi. She is amazing. I was completely in love with her pieces that are black and white. So I immediately thought, okay, black and white. I did a quick sketch of her face. I always changed it a little bit on the Procreate. But I think it also really helped me to sketch it in paper first and then try and work it out a little bit more than on digital. This one was the most relaxing time I've had in a while. I'm not even exaggerating. This one was so nice. I just had the best time doing the lines. It was so relaxing. I played with a few different couple brushes to see which one fitted the mood the best. And honestly, I have no idea which brushes I used anymore. I did this maybe 2 weeks ago already. I have no idea. I was just trying to see, I just tested out a bunch of stuff, trying to see what fit best here and there. And I don't really remember which one I used for this one, but I just know I really wanted to focus on her lines, the way that she uses contrast, blacks, and just the whole magical thing. So if you saw my last week's video, it might be a bit difficult to recognize the character, but this is my OC Alana. She's the little pink hair witch that I drew last week with the brushes review. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a few cards up here. It's a good video, go watch it if you want. And even though the character looks so different from each drawing, I really wanted to do this thing where I completely changed the character to fit the person's style. So even though in my design she has a witch hat, she has a completely different outfit, I tried my best to create designs that I knew the person would use. So I tried to keep it very similar. And for example, Efifi does not use any witch hats anywhere. I did not see anywhere. Same with Uma Joana. I'd never seen her draw a witch hat. So I tried to go with something that would just scream that person. Because I don't know, I get really sucked into projects and this was one of them. I did this in like 3 days, maybe, I think. It was very intense. it was all I did for a few days, mostly because I just wanted to post it. And I just posted everything in one since, I mean, these drawings were technically not mine. I mean, I did them, but they're inspired by someone else. Now we have I'm a Wonder, aka Tina. Tina is amazing. She is just, I'm so fortunate for her to be my mutual, and she's actually very sweet as well. This one, for me, I think was the one that came out the least look-alike and was the one I had most difficulty in. I had a few people telling me that this one is their favorite, so I guess it's just me, but let me know. Tina does use digital, but not a lot. So for this one, I went with watercolor. She uses watercolor a lot. Plus, I've seen lots of her videos. She has a YouTube, and I usually watch every single one of her videos. So I thought, oh, I have the advantage. I've seen her paint so many times. But I don't know. The sketch I had originally looked a lot more like her faces. And after looking at it, I missed the thing that she doesn't usually do a lot of 3/4. She does a lot of frontal portraits, and I think that's something that makes it look less like hers. But I try my best to try and put some elements, for example, the way she does hair here with the little dégradé thing, or I don't know how you call this in English, the little more color to the top and less in the bottom, and I just try to create that. And then plus I also changed the way that I draw hats. Which hats? In one of her illustrations, she has a hat just like this one, where you can see mostly the brim. And I found this while doing this. It's very funny to see how different people draw which hats, because ironically, there's a lot of ways that you can draw one. So yeah, my big inspiration was that drawing, and I just tried to mismatch a bunch of them. I was always looking at reference. I did a bunch of investigation because I really wanted to nail this. And I don't know, I think I kind of did. I think it looks cool, and I think all of the drawings look different from each other, and that was my main goal. I did not want my style to be seen anywhere, and I don't think it is. I tried using different colors, different ways of just styling, painting, but it was very fun and just very therapeutic even, because I didn't quite have to think. Even though I was trying my best to do this, I wasn't doing any major executive decisions. I was just following along what I was seeing. And I'm so sorry, my head keeps popping up in the frame. I'm so sorry. I was really invested. Yeah, so I tried to focus myself on that face, and I don't know, Tina's was the one that took me the longest, and it was just difficult for me. Even though I thought it would have been one of the easiest, since looking back, she is the one that has the style more similar to me. She uses watercolors, she draws semi-realistic characters in a more similar way than me, but I had a lot of difficulty just getting to it. But I like it in the end. I quite like it, and I think it was fun. I definitely recommend this challenge to anyone that just wants to get out of their comfort zone, just try and see if they can do this, because honestly it gave me a big confidence boost to just know that I'm capable. Because I think we always have that idea that, oh, I could never draw as good as these people, and it's just a matter of perspective. And it's just a matter of you trying to do. Of course, there are some things that are super difficult, and I myself, I went safe. I went with people that draw pretty girls. They draw pretty cute things, and I went there a little bit on the safe side. I know that. But I still think it was a good exercise, and I'm happy with it. And I think the final result is pretty cool. It was also super cool to just try out new things. Try out new brushes on Procreate, try out new ways of painting, because I stick to the same brushes over and over on Procreate. And I actually did a new painting recently, and it was completely different. I think my style is slightly changing to compensate some things that I found that I liked while doing this. Not that I'm taking elements from other people, but I am finding things that work for me and things that I like and that I didn't know, and then I'm trying to incorporate them more in my work, which there's nothing wrong with it. That's how you develop, and that's how you see your style grow and how you like it. One thing that I found that I missed on Tina's work as well was kind of a more eyeshadowy color in her lids. I completely missed that. I have no idea why, because I actually do that sometimes, but I do like a red line, almost Chinese inspired, because I love that look. I was just doing details all over. I spent a lot of time in this one. It was definitely the one that took me the longest. Even in the speed paint, this is the longest, and I sped this up the most. And it's still so long. But I really wanted to nail this. Tina's has been a real inspiration for so long, and I totally recommend for you to check out every single one of these artists. I'll leave a link to everyone down below, and they're just amazing, and I'm super fortunate to be mutuals with all these people because they're just awesome. Next, we have Nadia. Nadia, she has been a friend of mine for a few years already, and she's just amazing. One problem is that she hasn't drawn people in a long time, so I kind of had to go and dig deep for this one. And she doesn't use a lot of digital, but also she uses some, so I was a bit confused with Nadia's on how to go with it, because the materials that she uses for traditional I don't really have, nor do I have the colors. She uses a lot of heavy body textures and some very deep colors that I just didn't think I could recreate well, so I just went to digital. Honestly, I wanted to do this in a way that I could faithfully recreate it. So for the hairs, I tried a bunch of brushes, and I just tried to make it as textured as I possibly could. And also I tried to recreate some faces that she had. Of course, I had the flowers with the eyes. That is a staple Nadia's look, so I really just went there. I also tried to adding the paper texture, also a little bit of gold in the end, because she uses that a lot. In the end, Nadia's was pretty easy to achieve, I would say. Her face was I kind of nailed it right at the start, I think. At least it looked a lot like the reference I was using. And then in terms of composition, I just wanted to try and see all the elements she uses. So the sticks, the broken crown she uses a lot, and little swivels in the air. And I think I did okay in this one, if I may say so myself. Now we have Sophie, MC Pike, and this one. I'm a recent mutual with Sophie, but I am a fangirl of her for so long that it felt completely bonkers when she followed me back. It was a couple of weeks ago, I think, or maybe a month or so already. But as soon as I saw this tag, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do Sophie's because I love her art. And she recently also she started uploading more on YouTube, which is great. Now, I think this one is the one that went also not great. I think the ones that I did traditional went because first of all, the stars were a mess. I have no idea how you can create such messy stars but at the same time clean, because mine were a mess. I completely had to rearrange this drawing in digital. I had to clean it up because the stars were just ugh, and I also had to just do a few details. This was also a bit more tricky because Sophie has a very unique and not really conventional style. But I love that about it, so I really wanted to try and get my hands to it. So I did around what she does. She usually does same body, same color of hair, but just different values. So since Alana is pink, I went with the sort of fleshy tone and burgundy to try and create that. But I also went over and over with gouache. I think she uses either gouache or acrylic. I'm entirely not sure. But I was just getting muddy colors, and I'm out of practice with gouache. I really am. I really need to go back to it more in 2021. It feels weird to say 2021. Where is this year gone to? Oh my god. But I really want to try and practice more. This was fun. It was very fun to just break apart from what I'm used to. And I think that's the thing I got out from this challenge, was to just look at things that I take for granted in my style and see what's in other people's style. So it was super fun. So I really just tried my best to do something simple but at the same time cute. But honestly, yeah, the ones that I did traditional, they were tough. I did not expect for me to have such difficulty into recreating the exact colors, the exact same feel to it. I definitely relied in digital for this one because I really had to clean up the stars. And also I used it to brighten up some of the colors. I went over some of them because they were just looking dull, and I have no idea how Sophie does it, but she's amazing. And I, again, totally recommend for you to see her style and her page. She's amazing. I am, again, fortunate to have amazing visuals, and I'll never stop saying that because it's true, and I'm an ultimate fangirl for all of them. The day I met Joana is still engraved in my mind. She is just the sweetest person, and show her some love, please. Show all of them some love. I'm just a mega fangirl for my friends. What can I say? They're amazing people, and I'm super fortunate. As you can see, I did change a lot. Now we're going for the grand finale, Joana Oli. She is a close friend of mine. I talk about her a lot, and she helped me a lot as well. She showed me some paintings she hasn't published yet, so I could see the way that she does digital, because she hasn't done traditional in a while. But looking for her profile, you wouldn't quite know that because she hasn't posted. Now she started posting more, which I'm super happy about. So she showed me a few of her paintings, and she also shared with me the brush that she tends to use, which is just like a modified pencil, and that was really helpful, and I honestly love that pencil, and I've been using it a lot. And this one was the one that I was most nervous about because A, I have the pressure of knowing her in real life and being a close friend to her, and B, I'm again a mega fangirl when it comes to her style. Everything she does, I just want to weep and cry. And the witch hat, again, you can see it's completely different. It's just amazing. And I just love her style. I think she's amazing, and I cannot say this enough. So when I tried doing it, I surprisingly did it okay. What I think I love about Joana's work is the way that she comes up with things more than the way that she executes things. I think I love the way that she concepts works. So that's what I love about her work there. We are at the end of this video. It was a bit of a mush of this video, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to check out the original post, it will be my Instagram. And check out all of the people in this video. I'll link it in a comment pinned down below so you can see all of them. Some have YouTube, some have Instagram only, I think. And thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.